And if you're new to the network, welcome to the network. Alright, y'all. I thought I was tripping. Yesterday I seen something about Biggie Mama. And today I seen something else about Biggie Mama exposing P. Diddy. They saying P. Diddy killed Pac and Biggie. Y'all look at this video at the top. It say, did Diddy kill Biggie? Truth exposed. Notorious B.I.G. mom furious at Sean Combs. Diddy murder Biggie. Diddy murder Biggie? Let's get into this video. What y'all think? What y'all think? I think he did it. Then again, I can't say. It's hard to say. Government probably did it. That's why Ice Cube said it was governmental. No, he said Biggie death was governmental. And Pac death was some other stuff. One of them, it was one of them. Now this, this one Cube. He know.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything
From design and products to removal and installation.
I play an ad every time I play a video.
Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor. Diddy Gate continues. We are here talking about the latest, but more specifically, this report coming in from the Notorious B.I.G, Biggie Smalls, Christopher Wallace's mom, coming out of the woodwork saying, I want to slap the daylights out of Sean Combs. Woo! She wants to slap.
She's gonna hit him with that Will Smith slap.
The daylights out of him. Why? Why does she want to do that? Well, let's talk about it.
Why?
I hope to God he sits his mother down and spills his guts and apologizes to her, says Volata Wallace. There she is. The Rolling Stone, if we reported on yesterday in her live.
Y'all, this lady is Jamaican. I did not know the Notorious B.I.G. is bloodline is Jamaican. His mama Jamaican. She do not talk normal. I'm telling you, she don't talk normal. I know that.
I hope you caught it. Did a 6-month investigation into the abuse of Sean Combs. Notorious B.I.G.'s mother told Rolling Stone she hopes that the bad boy mogul apologized to Cassie, his mother, and that she wants to slap the daylights out of him. It's been a steady stream of harrowing allegations that have come forward, as we know, but responding to that tape specifically, I'm sick to my stomach about the multiple allegations. I'm praying for Cassie. I'm praying for his mother. I don't want to believe the things that I've heard, but I've seen the video. I pray that he apologizes to her. I hope that I see Sean one day, and the only thing I want to do is the daylight out of him. You can quote me on that, because I liked him. I didn't want to believe all the awful things, but I'm so ashamed and embarrassed. Rolling Stone documented a pattern of alleged bad behavior back then, and it really goes into the relationship with Biggie, and made a point of trying to take over for Biggie, if you will. Biggie was gunned down in a drive-by, apparently, but some say otherwise. We're going to play some clips from Gene Deal, who says that's not what happened. But more is coming forward on how much Diddy, Puffy at the time, was capitalizing on Biggie's death.
I'm gonna keep it G. I think he got himself into something that he couldn't get out of, like selling his soul and the devil can't collect. Simple as that. When these rappers die, man, they sold their soul and it's time for the devil to come collect. Simple as that. That's what I believe. What you believe?
His album, Life After Death, literally dropped, I think it was like weeks after he died. They had a plan and it still came. It was even called that, which is so crazy. Who produces an album called that, knows it, and then just happens to have him die? His star artist on his label. The whole thing is nuts. It's truly nuts. And the rumors coming in now, reports coming in during that Rolling Stone article as they talked to the experts, was that Biggie was supposed to be apparently trying to leave Diddy's Bad Boy Records prior to his death. Several interviews corroborated this allegation in the new Rolling Stone expose. Several people interviewed corroborated that Combs was in a battle against the late rapper's lawyers. He was attempting to regain his publishing rights. I will never give it up until I'm dead and my bones are crushed into powder, the exec said, as per his book, The Big Paycheck. Hip-hop photographer Monique Bunn said Biggie was absolutely about to leave Puff. I know for a fact because he told me.
That's what happened to Wiz the Wizard when he tried to leave Kodak Black label. He ended up dead, and the same thing that's happening to this guy right here. Yeah.
While another unnamed source said everybody wanted to leave Puffy, everybody leaves Puffy. Biggie was then shot and killed in March 1997. Combs reportedly took the situation and capitalized on the shock and sorrow. He denied the leave request of the Joyce Brookshire, former publicity director who was traveling with the rapper that day before his death. Instead of letting her process her grief, he tasked her with ensuring that Biggie's posthumous album would go #1 upon its release. A few months after the killing, Bad Boy was approached by Rolling Stone for a cover opportunity, one that the label co-founder and then president Herc Burroughs suggested go to the late rapper Biggie Smalls. Combs said, "No, he's dead. I'm putting out No Way Out in July. I need to be on the cover of Rolling Stone." Burroughs shared, and ultimately landed Diddy on the cover in August of 1997. How effed is that? That is so messed up. He blocked Biggie getting a cover, his only chance left to get the cover of Rolling Stone, which was a big deal at the time, to put himself on the cover. I need to be on the cover. Some friend he was, huh? Not mourning it. And when I remember all this because I didn't really pay attention back then, but when it all went down, it was "I'll Be Missing You," which was the Police song. Puffy was putting himself out there doing this big sorrow, sad party, but it was all to promote this album. That's what this was. And it's wild. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Does anyone know? Was "I'll Be Missing You" always on the album? Like, it was done and ready before it went to print, weeks before his death? And that song was on there? Or was that added as a single later? Does anyone know? Either way, clearly many examples of him exploiting the death of Christopher Wallace, Biggie Smalls. And it's
Everybody know Biggie toured with the devil. How could you forget that? His clothing line was 666. Come on, man. Get out of here, man.
it's gross, man. And you realize that this was never even really solved. 15 years after his death, the autopsy report was put out there. Many people have been trying to solve this case, just like they had been trying to do with Tupac. But Biggie and Tupac were in this West Coast, East Coast rap rivalry. But many are now implying and suggesting that Diddy could have been more involved. Now, I'm going to put this very clear. I'm not suggesting this at all. I'm not trying to say Diddy murdered his friend Biggie. Some don't believe it, but some do. And if you look at the timeline of events of what went down, Diddy capitalized tremendously. So much so,
I already told y'all what I think happened to him. It was time to give it up, man. You know, you had the fortune and fame. You had to pay your dues, dog. It wasn't worth it. It don't last long.
He will admitted it, but he also, Combs admits he feels
The devil can only give you dying things. He can't never give you nothing that's gonna live forever. He can only give you something that's gonna die or fade away.
responsible for Biggie's death. Here's a snippet from Wendy Williams.
That you say that?
Yeah.
Okay, so then the fateful night Biggie was killed. At the height of his career.
Yes.
Do you ever feel responsible in any way? In any way?
I mean, the thing that I think I always feel some sort of, responsibility because I'm in this thing with him. You know what I'm saying? He's my artist, and he was supposed to go to London that night, and I let him talk me into, not going to London and staying in LA, and that that's something that really bothered me, throughout my life. And sometimes you have to really go with that decision in your gut. And in my gut, I was like, you need to get on the plane. But sometimes when you don't listen to your gut, and this is God's world, it's His plan.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's one of the things I regret, not making sure that he went to London.
That look at the end.
Honestly, that's one of the things I regret, not making sure that he went to London.
Cool. Jeez. I gotta take a screen cap of that one. Oh, that's a good frame grab. Saving that one.
Well, wow, man.
Ugh. Look, I got no proof he did anything. I got no proof of it. And I'm not even trying to say he did. But let's look at Jaguar Wright, who explains how much he profited from it.
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive. People keep forgetting he hadn't turned 25 yet. He was still 24 when he died.
What is it?
It's been over 25 years. Fucking Puffy has been making money.
Oh, I could have grabbed it.
Name longer than he's been lived. It supported all of Bad Boy. His catalog. Clearly, a Biggie Small.
Is this a massage too? I don't know.
It's very valuable, the commission. What happened to that album? It was recorded. It was being mixed and mastered upon Biggie's death. It was supposed to have came out that summer after Biggie's album, because Biggie's album was slated. He died a week and a half before his album came out. Then the commission was supposed to come out, and that was supposed to be his exit from Bad Boy. And then starting his own company. So tell me something. I think everybody that knows Sean Carter knows that he will slump anyone in any relationship for $1.
A book.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't stand a critic. You want to criticize something, criticize these nuts. How y'all doing?
There it is. A lot of truth coming in. Now let's go to Gene Deal, his bodyguard.
Was put in a place to
Oh.
try to save this kid's life. And I seen the joy, the pain, I seen all the bullshit unfold. I saw this kid lose his life. This kid died while I was pulling him out the car. He had died, man. It just hurt because they lied too much, man. It be a lot of that shit be lies the way they put it together. Because they listening to these white boys who wasn't even there. How the hell a white, and I don't want to make this racial, but they take these white boys who wasn't even there and want to use the story that they want to tell, which is not the truth. Wasn't no drive-by. Car was standing there at the corner. We talk about this shit all the time, bruh. The stories they tell, it's not truthful. And now people
It's
are
high
sitting
profile.
here believing every Biggie movie that you've seen, they say it's a drive-by. When the witness tell you the car was stood right there at the corner, the car was probably there all night.
When you go back to that night, right, when Big, how does that feel when you think about it now, knowing that Biggie Killer was watching y'all that whole night, plotting on killing Biggie?
Bruh, before we left Andre Harrell's house, Puff told me I didn't have to go. Now, I went because I knew that somebody was going to die that night. Somebody was going to get shot. I did everything in my power to stop it from being Puff. And it wasn't Puff. Because that was my principle. The people that was bodyguarding Big didn't do everything in their power to stop it from being big. And that hurts me.
Intense, man. Now, documentaries all say that there's some documentaries alleging that, I guess one did, Diddy took out.
When it's time for the Satan to come collect their soul, ain't nothing nobody can do. I don't care, nigga. You sell out, it's over with. That's how I feel that happened. I know I ain't the only one that feel that way. A lot of these dudes sell their soul, bro. And when the devil done using you, you out of there. That's why you should never sign no contract. None of this shit.
Out the hit on Tupac, hence Suge Knight, and Knight retaliated with a hit on Biggie. That's part of the theory. So look, that's not impossible. But the reality is then, yeah, Biggie's death is on Diddy because he's the one who had it going on Shakur, which then prompted the retaliation in the first place. Now, is the idea that could have Diddy taken out Biggie because he was a threat and because he was going to leave Bad Boy and it was going to be better for him monetarily to do so? I mean, that's not impossible. It's not an impossible theory. Faith Evans, Biggie's widow, said this: "What I know is that Puff would never have Big killed, would never be involved in the murdering of one of his best friends. That's outside of him being his artist." You know what I'm saying? I know without a doubt that if that's the case, then we would have sued Puff a long time ago if we felt that way. You don't think they tried to get us to do that? So that's interesting, and she's close, obviously, and she's right. Why wouldn't they have tried to do something? You would think that. You'd think that. So, or maybe they just had no proof. Why didn't anybody come forward about Diddy all this time? There was a lot of things that people thought about Diddy that are proving to be true or shocking. So, I don't know, man. And then it comes way back around to the fact that Biggie's mom not having good thoughts about, Biggie's mom is not having good thoughts about Diddy. Could there be more to it? Could he have actually been involved? Now look, I don't know. Again, a speculation warning was up there. Protect myself legally, everything else, because I got no proof here. We're just talking. But it's not out of the realm of impossibilities. It's not. Diddy was pushing him out of Rolling Stone covers. Diddy was making a lot of money. Diddy was forcing himself on every hit song that Biggie made. He's the worst part of those songs. Hypnotize. When you listen to them all, Diddy always had to be like, yeah, yeah. Put himself in the videos, put himself in the song. He knew that was his money earner, and he was trying to make himself become a star. He even put Diddy put Biggie on a ton of his tracks as well. So look, you go back, Diddy was monetarily incentivized to keep him on the label and keep more of the stuff coming. And if he was going to lose him,
I know that.
If Diddy is this mafia boss, it's not that that's much of a stretch, right? To think he might try to take him out or have someone do it. Again, that's a complete theory. I'm not saying Diddy did that. I got to protect myself. But what do you guys think? I asked the poll. I'm going to ask a poll as we're live. I didn't have the poll. But I'm going to ask you guys in a poll, and if you want to watch the full live show, we did a lot. We talked about a lot of stuff, including the theory, did he hook up with Carl Winslow's from Family Matters, the dad? Reginald Val Johnson, yeah, the guy from Die Hard. Well, that's the rumor that's coming in from this rapper Loose Cannon, who brought it up. We went through that and so much more in the...
Yeah, that's enough for this video. Y'all go check out his channel. You see it on the screen? Popcorn, what? Okay, Popcorn Planet. Yeah, Popcorn Planet. Wow. Popcorn Planet, though. I'm gonna go check out some more of his videos. He got a lot of subscribers. I'm out, y'all. That's all I can say. I'm done with the vid.